What is going on, viewers of YouTube? Sunspot here, guys. My review of the Halo 5 Guardians Xbox One Limited Collector's Edition Master Chief Statue Set Piece. Now, because this guy's box is bigger than my house, I am just going to say that this guy is pretty damn awesome. The paint on it is fantastic. I do love the crack on his helmet, which I'll be getting into. I love how he's not really that wobbly. He's pretty stable, and he's not even made out of a plastic. He's made out of this very hard rubber, which is always appreciative. So, without further ado, let's take a closer look. As for the head sculpt, it is pretty damn awesome. I do love all the different shades of green and black used throughout it. If you can't tell, and it's really hard to see, but he does have a couple cracks running down his beautiful gold visor, which I think is just a really nice detail, because for some reason in Halo 5 Guardians he does have the cracked visor. We don't know why yet. He's obviously been through some shit, but we'll get into that later. But you could tell the paintwork on this is pretty damn awesome. I think the sculpt can be a little bit better. He does feel a little bit blocky. I think he should be sharper around the edges and such, and I think they did a great job though with all the battle damage. You could see all the silver streaks and everything, Transformers reference, going throughout the helmet, like on the bottom, the top here, and like I said, this guy's really kind of hard to move, but you can tell it goes throughout the helmet, on his cheeks and everything, which is just a great paint application. I love the dark green stripes on top of his scalp and everything, how it's very contrastive compared to the standard green that we've always been used to with Master Chief, of all these little bolts running down his cheek and his jaw and everything, especially right here at the mouth. I'm trying to lift this guy up, but you can tell an amazing attention to detail right there at the chin with all these different flaps and just panels moving with each other. And same goes for the rest of the body. The gun has an enormous amount of detail. I love the gunmetal they used with the standard green. It looks absolutely stunning. You can see there's this little white and gray bar right here, and if I can turn him correctly, you can actually see it is a bit blue right over here. Amazing attention to detail on the gauntlets, on the hands, all these different just flaps and openings everywhere looking beautiful. Do love the battle damage silver going down this little shoulder blade here, and there's some scuffs right here. You can see there's some lines. See his chest has some more of that battle damage. Great attention to detail there. I love how they even sculpted under the armor his actual just, you know, skin tight suit. A lot of attention detail there, especially with this little red bar and stuff, and just it's so beautiful the amount of work they put into this. And you know, they should have put a lot of work into this, considering this guy cost $250. But you can tell his crotch is highly detailed, so, you know, there you go. You can tell the armor on the legs looking pretty damn badass, if I do say so myself. Love the knee guards and the amount of detail they put into those. I really like the paint on this guy. He's very, Halo Combat Evolved-esque rather than Halo 5. You could tell that the color may be a little bit lighter, maybe a little bit darker than Halo 4. Maybe I'm just exaggerating, but you could tell he's on this really nice, beautiful stand. You can see my review station in the background there, but this guy is pretty damn big. A lot of detail there. He's obviously in this kind of cathedral type of area. You can see there's some sand on the ground. It's not the best sculpt, you know, it's hollow, but it's there. Looking at the back of the figure, his jetpack has an enormous amount of detail. I love what they did with this. It looks so freaking badass. I like how he's all blocky and kind of fat at the back and everything. You know, with his, you know, I love the spine and everything they got going on. His butt has some battle damage. He's obviously been sitting a lot, and he's really actually kind of fat at the back of the legs. I'm surprised. He'd be gaining some weight. Looking more closely at the stand, you can tell it's a very rocky surface. Again, it's hollow. It's not the best quality, but it is a stand, and he's pretty stable on it. One thing I want to mention is how the hands grip the gun. It's very smooth, very accurate, and just human-like. You know, there's no gaps between them. They're connected. It's just such a beautiful mold and how everything fits together. As for articulation, he has none. And with that said, as for size, he's about, I'd say he's 14 to 15 inches tall. That's just an estimate. I do have him next to your standard NECA figure and your standard Marvel Legends figure. You could tell they're about half his size. And here he is next to my alpaca. So overall, this guy is pretty damn amazing. If you are a hardcore Halo collector, or if you are just a fanatic for the series like I am, this is a must-have. I'm only reviewing half of the collectible right now. I'm splitting it into two videos. I'm doing Master Chief first, then I'm doing Spartan Locke. Spartan Locke is just as amazing, by the way, but as a standalone statue, if this would just come on its own, it's pretty damn neat. The paint decals are fantastic. The mold is a bit iffy, but it's still pretty screen accurate, and it's just such an amazing piece. And with that said, people, if you did enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you viewers do on a daily basis, and I will see you guys in my next video.